Welcome to Bambanani Fruits. Why Bambanani Fruits BEE Pty Limited? Bambanani is a state-of-the-art stone fruit farm situated on the West Rand in Gauteng. The farm comprises 100 hectares of peaches, plums, nectarines and apples. Bambanani is a BEE farm of which the community owns 75%. The previous owner still owns the other 25%. Our main objective is to supply local supermarkets with a variety of fresh fruit, with food safety being of the utmost importance. Our main objective is to ensure that all of our products are residue free, as the pick and pay spec requires us to do. To achieve this, we are fully certified according to world standard audits such as Global Gap, Fair Trade, Tesco, Leaf, HACCP and Field to Fork. The Global Gap standard is primarily designed to reassure consumers about how food is produced on a farm by minimizing detrimental environmental impacts of farming operations, reducing the use of chemical inputs, and ensuring a responsible approach to worker health and safety as well as animal welfare. Bambanani abides by many protocols. Pruning is done to ensure a good harvest. Trees are thinned to maintain certain sizes. Soil management. Our soil is sent for laboratory analysis to ensure that the soil remains well balanced. Continuous farm maintenance is done to ensure that we maintain consistent standards. Leaf sampling. Our leaves are tested in the laboratory to ensure that there are no deficiencies. Spraying is kept to an absolute minimum. We have two forms of irrigation, one being dripper and the other micro. Safety gear must be worn at all times when the workers are on site. Waste management. All waste is recycled on the farm so that the environment is not contaminated. Bees are kept for cross-pollination. Owl shelters are built to encourage owls to breed in the area. Including our own farm, all of the producers supplying fruit to Bambanani Fruits must provide us with their valid Global Gap certificate. Audits are done annually to ensure that the produce complies with the highest health and food safety standards. Fair trade. The Tesco Group is a British multinational grocery and general merchandise retailer. In 2010, Bambanani received the Fair Trade Award. This award is presented to companies like us who meet the international fair trade standards. This award represents the fact that all workers are treated fairly in all aspects of the workplace. As important as it is for workers to take their job seriously, it is just as important for them to be able to have leisure time. LEAF. LEAF is an acronym for Linking Environment and Farming, a charity set up in 1991 to develop and promote a realistic way forward for environmental care and best practice on farms supplying to the United Kingdom. As shown, we set insect traps so that we can observe pest populations in order to reduce the amount of pesticides sprayed. LEAF encourages farmers to use responsible practices to ensure safe products of the finest quality. One key requirement of the LEAF mark scheme is that produce is fully traceable. There is an astounding amount of wildlife on our farm that live in harmony with our farming practices. We take great pride in protecting our indigenous proteas that grow on the farm, as well as a variety of small animals that flourish here. The Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points, or HACCP certification, enables us to demonstrate yet again our commitment to food safety and customer satisfaction, as well as continuously meeting the expectations of a changing world. HACCP is an international principle defining the requirements for effective control of food safety. HACCP compliance helps organizations focus on the hazards that affect food safety and hygiene and systematically identify them by setting up control limits at critical points during the food production process. It is of great importance that all of the workers at Bambanani follow strict hygiene rules and regulations. All of our fruit goes through a thorough quality control. All data collected is recorded and stored for future reference. Sugar levels are tested frequently at random. All labels are printed on site. This is the pre-pack team currently packing for Pick and Pay. Training programs. Bambanani aims to keep their staff up to date with the latest skills and knowledge. Training programs such as chemical application, food safety, first aid, vehicle operation, personal hygiene and many more are regularly attended by the employees. All of these programs help to uplift and empower our workforce and continue to make Bambanani an even more safe and hygienic place to work. Community upliftment. Poortjie is an informal settlement where most of our workers live. Bambanani has had the privilege to sponsor a vegetable garden for the community. The garden consists of shade nets, irrigation and seedlings. It is our wish that many members of the community will benefit from the garden. Bambanani is planning to build an aftercare centre for the workers' children to ensure their safety while their parents are at work. Bambanani has been involved with various sponsorships within the local school, as well as providing the local hospital with fresh fruit and vegetables for the patients.